Welcome back to the channel. What's up? I have polished. Wanna see? In today's video, we're gonna review the OPI Summer 2021 collection, which is called Malibu, and the theme is Malibu. Duh. Here we have the first 6, and here we have the second set of 6, which is 12 of them, and there's no way I can hold all of that. So, as you guys can see, half of the collections has that monochromatic feel, and I love that. I've said that in my channel and my Instagram many times. I dig collections that have a wide range of something in the same color. I find it attractive. And then on the other half, we have a lot of colorful stuff. So let's get into it because it's 12 of them, and that is a long time to be swatching and for you guys to be seeing. Also, I bought this collection from Polish Pick. I will link the link below. And that's it. Let's get into it. All right, first up we have From Dusk Till Dawn, and this one is a very pale pink sheer base, like one of the milky ones, and it goes opaque for me on my current nail length and nail line at 3 coats. You guys are gonna see in the live swatch, the first coat was streaky for me, even the second one was streaky for me, but less so, you guys are gonna see. And then the third one, it evened out. I was saying on my Instagram story that this gives me wedding vibes because since it has blue, very delicate, micro flakies, and these types of colors are very popular for weddings. The base color and with the blue flakies is like the something blue, I don't know. I think it's a good wedding color, if you ask me. Very delicate, very pretty, but you are gonna have to build it up. And I think it would look good too on top of other colors that have a similar base, like kind of as a topper to give the effect of the blue flakies. Would be cute. All right, next up is Coastal Sanctuary. You guys are gonna see the spelling. The names are super fun. And this one, on pictures and video and everywhere, it looks completely beige, like straight up yellow. And in person, when I look at it, I feel like there's a hint of pink in here. Or maybe a hint of a peachy, something that has some sort of a rosy thing to it. This one's very classic, very clean. You guys tend to really, really like these shades. Whenever I post them and whenever I cover them, you guys really like this clean looking, palette cleansers of shades, So I think this one, however, is gonna need 3 coats, not for opacity, but for evenness. I found it to be streaky on the first one. It has a little bit of that less crelly, but more chalky type of cream formula, So I don't think it's the best here, but by far, it's not. But it did go opaque and even for me in 2 coats. I think in the live swatch, I did only 2 because the nail was shorter. This nail is a little bit smaller. So I didn't need that many strokes to cover it, so I didn't get streakiness as much. But for longer nails, for sure, I think you're gonna need 3 coats. Unless you do them very thick, then you might be able to get away with 2. But this one's a little bit, you have to work it a little bit. But it's a beautiful shade, and if you don't care to work around that, then it'll be for you. Next up, we have El Matadoring You. The names, their names are just something else. And I am wearing it right here. This is one of my favorites on me. It's like a very light brown with, I think there is some sort of a rosiness to it, but it's not a pink at all. It's a brown, more of like a caramel brown. This is gonna be gorgeous, I think, for a lot of you. The tones on it are very, very soft and romantic for a brown, if that's possible. Really like this one. The formula was amazing, even opaque. All the browns are the same here. All the browns in this collection in 2 coats. Very creamy, very nice. Really, really like this one. Next up, we have Endless Summer, and this one is a brown that has, from what I'm seeing here, it pulls a little bit orange for me. Sometimes in some lighting, I even get terracotta vibes, but it's not red in that way. It's just that when you compare it to the other ones that are here next to it, I do pick up orange under it, and so this is not one of the ones that I like on me very much. The formula is great. The polish? What the hell is a polish? The polish quality is great. All right, next up we have Cliffside Karaoke, another fantastic formula, opaque in 2 coats, even buttery creamy, the whole shebang. This one is the darker one of the 4 browns that we have here, and it's actually not one that I liked on me very much. I feel like it has yellow undertones, and it just didn't look as good, I mean, it was fine, but it wasn't like something that I looked at and I was like, oh, I want to wear this, it's normal for me. The next one that I'm going to show you guys here, that's the one that I really, really liked. But anyways, quality-wise is great, and you guys will see in the live swatches. Great formula. So next up is Bonfire Serenade, and this is the one I'm wearing here. I feel like this one has some mauve kind of undertones to it. It's very, very subtle, but I definitely see it in the bottle. Now, it does feel like it dries on the nail a little bit darker than what the bottle shows, but really, really gorgeous. Really like this one on me. So that's it for that. Another fantastic formula. You guys are gonna see on the live swatch. Zero complaints with any of the browns here. All right, before we keep moving, I wanna show you guys the nudes all together in one shot here, so that you guys can have an idea. This is the Almat Adoring You. This one's the one that I showed you that I said had a lot of orange, the darkest one, and the last one that I just showed you guys. So you can see that even though they are a bunch of nude colors, neutrals, you know, browns or whatever, they are very, very different. This time, OPI didn't really hit us with anything that was like, this is the lighter one, you know? There's nothing here that's really like two of the same, which we know that they do sometimes. All right, next up we have Marigolden Hour. And this one, I am looking at my notes because I remember I have feelings about feelings. I don't have feelings for you. But I'm saying I have thoughts on it. And I have here in my notes that on the first coat, it was very streaky, not very nice. But then on the second one, it was okay. Like I could wear it at 2, but then maybe certain nail lengths are gonna need 3. But anyways, the swatch and everything was done at 2 coats and it was good enough. But it's one that you have to be a little bit careful, not play with it too much, just apply it and go. And I would actually suggest 2 thin coats and then a thicker coat to finish it up, and then it should be even. The color is an exact dupe of Sun, Sea, and Sand in my pants. I will show you guys comparisons here at the end, but it's a dupe of that one. And they behave pretty much the same formula-wise, so just keep that in mind. All right, so while editing, I noticed that I lost the footage for this polish, so I'm doing a voiceover. But as you guys can see here, this is a perfect formula. It's a orange jelly with a gold shimmer, very, very delicate shimmer at that, and it's really perfect, almost at 1 coat. But you know, you can do 2 to make it more opaque. It's beautiful. Next up, we have Strawberry Waves Forever, and this one has more of a stronger shimmer. It's not so much of that little delicate powder thing. You can see it more. And in the base jelly color, it's kind of like changes a little bit on me from pink to like orange. And then the details are like gold, you know? So it feels like sunset, kind of sunset in a bottle kind of thing, you know? But it does feel pink, you know, it's not so much orange. Next up, we have the Sound of Vibrance, and this one is a good 2-coater. It's a jelly base as well. The formula is not as perfect as the other 2, but it's still good. And when I first saw this, immediately I thought of Samurai Breaks Nail. I thought they were going to be dupes. The bottles look exactly the same, but as you guys will see in the comparisons here in a little bit, the formulas are completely different. This one's super opaque compared to the other one. Like when this one you get opacity in 2 coats, the other one requires 3. So even though the tones seem very, very similar, the formulas are not that similar. The other one's a lot more like thinner and just more sheer. Next we have Paradise Cove. It's a play on words on a pear. And so here you guys have it. It's kind of like a chartreusey, bright green. It's a good cream 2-coater. Nothing epic, nothing bad, just a regular plain good 2-coater. Gorgeous color. This is trending. We have seen these greens, and basically every collection that's come out in summer has had some sort of a, you know, funky bright green like this. So you guys are gonna see some comparisons here again at the end. And yeah, I have it next to some of the colors that I own from summer 2021 releases. This was really, really nice, let me tell you. Really like this one. All right, last but not least, we have Malibu Shore. This one's the same formula as the green. This is another good 2-coater. Nothing like super epic, but nothing streaky or bad at all. Self-level, creamy to apply, beautiful blue, fantastic summer shade. No complaints whatsoever. This one's also very, very nice. And that's it, just another good little blue. All right, now that we have seen all the swatches, let's look at comparisons real quick. I'm gonna put some little music for you guys, and I'm just run through a bunch of pictures for you to see, and then catch me at the end for final thoughts. Okay. Okay, now that we have seen them all, let's pick favorites real quick. I'm gonna do half and half because this is like two collections in one. They cannot compete with each other. So from the browns, I'm gonna go with this one, which is the one I have on this hand. This was my favorite on me. Bonfire Serenade, honorable mention, and second place to this one that I have on this other hand, El Matador. They're like very, very different, and I am very, very happy with both of these. So from the colorful side, it's complicated because if I'm gonna pick formula-wise, I have to go with the orange. This orange is great. If I have to pick what I like in the bottle, I have to go with the green because it's green. I love chartreusey, weird greens like this. But if I'm gonna pick what I like on me, I have to go with the blue. This one was the one that I like better on me. So, well, there you have the favorites and honorable mentions. And that's it for this review. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. And I will also link everything down below so you can find any of these if you like them. If you have any questions, let me know. And that's it. Bye.